Right, welcome back folks. We're back in the van, as you can see. We've got a couple of little things for the van today. What we've got is we've actually got ourselves, now there's a couple of ways of pronouncing this. It's a lot of people online call it Bluetti, or it actually does look like it's actually pronounced Bluetti. So it can either, you may know this item as Bluetti or Bluetti, so you might hear me call it Bluetti through the video or Bluetti. Either way, it's the same thing. It's just how people pronounce it. So we've actually got our hands on the EB3a portable power battery pack, and we're going to have a take a look inside this now and see what it consists of and what the item's all about. So in our main box, it comes packaged in another box, so it's well packed, great presentation. It does come in 3 colours, blue, beige and grey, and we've got the grey option here. So I'm just going to take the top of this box off, and coming in the box you're presented with another little box here, which is, I believe, it's just your power pack for charging. Yeah, so we're in the UK. You get your 3-pin power plug, which is like a kettle plug on the other end. So we've got that, and I believe these are your other adapters for charging as well for solar. So this can support a 200 watt solar panel, and Bluetti do actually do them, the foldable ones as well, for easy storage as well. So really happy with that. I won't be needing them cables yet, because I don't have the solar panels. All I will be needing is the 3-pin kettle plug. So underneath this foam we actually get to the main unit. You do actually get a owner's guide there as well, and in the box you do actually get your main battery then. So here we go. Only thing we're doing it in the van, it's a bit tight for space. You may hear a bit of clicking as well. I've got the diesel heater on as well, because it's very miserable out there. It's all grey and cloudy and raining out there, so that's why we got the door shut. And I haven't had this diesel heater running for about 10 to 12 weeks, so make sure that's all running as it should be, because we're going to be doing a little road trip in this in the next couple of weeks. We're going up to Scotland, Lossiemouth, which is about a 9-hour drive from where we are. But as you know previously, we tend to stop over halfway and just have a bit of a night camp, just something for the kids to enjoy, and then we carry on with the next day travelling for another about 4.5 hours. So anyway, that's enough of that waffle. This is the little Bluetti power pack, and it is the EB3a. It's a 600 watt and it's 268 watt hours. And the reason I like this, it's really light as well. Look, you're just holding that on one hand, and it's no bigger than a car battery, so easy storage. And another thing I like about it, it is all literally squared off. You haven't got bits hanging, so it's easy to store is what I'm trying to say. It's just a nice cube. And another plus thing is all the actual ports are actually all on the front. You ain't got some on the front, some on the side, some on the back. They're all actually all at the front where you need them, all accessible. So all your cables will just go into one panel. You're not going to have cables coming out each side as well. So I've been doing a bit of research at these for the last few months, deciding which one to get, because obviously I do have solar power in the van and other electrics, and I did want one of these just as a little bit of a backup. And not just for the van, we can take this out in the car. Being so small and light, we can use this wherever. You ain't got to just use it for vans. If you're going camping in a tent, it's ideal for that. Even if you're outside of your house and you don't have power and you're working on the car and you just need to use that tool that's powered, this will get you out of a sticky mess, and it saves you running extension cables everywhere. So I'm really happy with this. We'll go through a few of the features on it in a second. So as I was saying, I did do a bit of research on these and the other bigger brands out there. You got the EcoFlow and the Jackery and all that. But at the minute in the market at this time in filming this video in July 2023, this seems to be the best one on the market for all the features that it can do and the charging. At the minute, this is the one to go for, and it seems very popular online with others as well. So, and one thing to note as well is if you're looking at getting something like one of these battery packs, not this one in specific, any battery pack, and you know what sort of wattage you need to be running, and you find one that can power your machine, but you're on the border of them limits, I wouldn't go for that one, because you're going to be putting your item right to its full capacity, which it'll probably do it, granted, but if you're going to be doing that, I would always go for the next step up, so you're not always putting your battery under load all the time. So I'll just bear that in mind. You don't really want to put this under full capacity all the time. So if you can, I'd go for the next step up, and that just gives you a little bit of wiggle room, and it'll just help the life of your battery in the long run. So as you can see, you've got your DC output, and that's your standard 12 volt cigarette lighter. You also have your USB sockets. It's a USB A 5 volt DC 3 amp. You get 2 of them sockets there. You've also got your USB C, which is 100 watt. So you also have a little torch here. So we'll power the machine up. You just push it there, and that brings you up onto your main screen input, and it's a colour display, which is nice as well. So you push that button once, that brings the machine into life. Push it again, and that will put your torch on, and then you push it again, you get a brighter light, and then your third push, you get your SOS flashlight system. And this torch is very bright at night. I've had a test of it. I had a quick little look at it when I did first unbox it, just to make sure the unit was all fine and not damaged. So yeah, very bright that was. As I say, it's a full colour display screen. It's in the eco mode. Coming back to the screen in a minute, we'll just have a quick look down here. You've also got your input for your solar, and then just lifting that up there, that's where your 3-pin kettle plug goes for charging it up as well. And also you have your output there for 220 to 240 volts AC, 600 watt max. So coming back to the display, you can see we've got 91% charge in this battery. And you can see obviously we're not drawing nothing out of it or inputting nothing, and you just see there after a while it's in eco mode, so that screen shuts off just to save your battery if you're not being used for anything else. So, and the main reason I have got this little pack is because I do want to run a little telly in the van, just for when we're away for them nights, just so the kids can put a film on. So this is a 600 watt AC output power lifting, and it surges at about 1200 watts, so it will manage what I need it for. You can also use this for running your little cool boxes and stuff, and also on the top it has a wireless charger. So if you've got a phone or a smartwatch that's compatible with wireless charging, this will be ideal for you. So I'll just show you that quickly now. So you turn your main unit on. So I'm just going to bring you in now. So what you want to be doing is, as you can see, you want to power up your green DC button, and then you just come onto the top here, and you can see my phone's on 79%. We're going to stick that just on the top there, and as you can see, it's on 78%. As you can see, it's starting to charge up now from 78%, and you could just leave that on there until your phone is fully charged, and you haven't got to worry about any cables or anything like that. So just literally drop your phone on top, and that will do its stuff. And I'll say whatever you got wireless charging, you can just stick it on there. So looking at the screen, as you can see, we're using output of 10 watts to charge the phone, which is nothing at all there. And I believe that means we've got 18.2 hours left in this battery at using 10 watts as well. So I'll just give you a few examples now what Bluetti show on their website. If you wanted to run a fan off of this at 20 watts, you would get 11 hours out of that fan running it just straight from this on its own. If you was to charge your camera at 5 watts, your little action camera, your GoPros or whatever you use, at 5 watts, you would get 50 charges out of that, which is fantastic. And another thing that they show you, if you're medical stuff, you can run your oxygen cylinders off of it. If you've got a power concentrator airflow or a CPAP machine, this will run a CPAP machine at 25 watts for 9 hours. So even something just to keep in the house, if you need it for your medical needs and you do get power cuts, this could be literally a lifesaver. So right then folks, so before we jump off onto looking at something else, there's something else to mention. When getting this unit, I say you do only get the kettle plug charger, and you do only get the solar panel connection wires. So I did actually go on the Bluetti website, and I did order myself a 12 volt charger as well, just so that while we're driving along, we can actually charge the battery pack up as well. And I say, even if I don't want to use the solar 12 volt system that I have in the van to keep that battery, I can always plug this into the van cab, and we can charge it while we're driving off the main unit as well. So I say I've got that. That's going to come in really handy. It would have been nice if that did come in the packet with it, but it doesn't. I think this set me back, it was either 10 or 15 pounds. I will leave a link for this unit and this in the description down below. These are really fantastic price, really. They're coming in at £299 in the UK at the minute. They are on offer. They should be 350. So I'll leave a link down below for these, actual from the Bluetti website. So I'd highly recommend it. I say I've been looking at them for a while, and this was a good one for me to start out with. So I haven't put it through its paces yet. As I say, we are going to Scotland in a couple of weeks, so it will be coming with us, and we'll be using it on the road while we're out and about there as well. So what I have got to do is I'm going to show us another little test with this in a minute. I've actually purchased myself a TV bracket that connects to the back of the headrests in the vehicle. So how this actually works is this bar here, you can see each end there's two little holes there, and I'm hoping that they're the same width as my headrest bars. So this connects to the headrests like that, and then this is a pivotable bracket, so you can have it on any angle you want really. And on the back of the TV you just screw this little base plate in. So this screws into the back of the telly, and then this will connect to this like that, and then you've got yourself a nice little TV bracket for your back of the van on the headrest. So it's not a permanent thing, this is just something just to get us going while we're in the van. And again, I'll leave a link down in the description below for this, but I'm just going to quickly fit this to the back of the headrest, and then we'll get the TV fitted onto it, and hopefully we'll be able to power the TV up using this power pack here, and we'll see how the power pack handles to running the telly. It should run it no problem at all, but we only wanted to run it for a couple of hours really, just to watch a film in the back of the van, and then that would have done its job for that. So let me get this quickly fitted to the headrest, and then we'll come back to you and put this to the test if it will run our little telly. So see you in a minute. Right, so I thought I'd bring you in for this little bit. I've just heightened the headrest up, and I've got our clamps now, so we'll just wind these clamps right open, just to open the claw up. You could take the headrest right out and just slide them at the bottom, but I'm afraid these headrests don't actually come out because they hit the roof of the van. I'll put it right up at the top, nearer to the top, so then I can lower the headrest back down again. So we'll get one side on first. There we go, just tighten them up. So that's lovely and tight there. And then we've got this bracket we can do up. That's for the angling of the headrests. And then this bracket here, you undo that and you can swivel the telly. So we'll just put that on there like that for now. I'm just going to get my TV bracket. Now I've only got my impact drill in here, so I would not recommend anyone using an impact drill to screw screws into the back of the telly, but I'm being a bit lazy and I can't be bothered to go and get me screwdriver out the back of the shed. So I'm hoping this is a universal bracket, so I'm hoping this does fit on. Right, so we've got our bracket here. So do we need to be on the inner holes or the outer ones? So we're on the 4 inner holes, and they actually line up perfect, so I'm happy about that. So you do get your 4 little screws in a packet here, which I can't get into. There we go. Right, I'll just pour them on there like that. There's actually 4 nuts there as well, so I'm not sure what the nuts are for, because these actually screw straight into the telly. It's actually threading the telly, so we don't need to be using the little nuts. So I'm not going too mad because this is an impact gun. So that's it, just let it stop there. And there we go, last one. and that is all 4 screws in. And my TV did have a little screw in the bottom here, but actually I've already took that out before because I did have this mounted somewhere else for me editing this TV. So I've actually just lifted that off there now, and that comes straight off. So now I'm going to mount this on the door. I'm just going to open the side door a minute just so I can get a bit of a see around the back of the telly. Right, so that's in there like that. Now, so you can put this on any seat. I'm just putting it here for the purpose of the video. Might not stay here because it might be in the way of the sliding door, but that'll do for now. So let me just close this door up again. Could do with a clean. And I say this is just roughly put in. You can adjust heights and all that depending where you want it. So let's get the battery pack in. Right, so you can see we've got the battery pack down here. I'm just going to plug this into the socket, just like that, and we're going to power up the 240 output. So as you can see, we're at 91% there, and now we're going to go ahead and switch the TV on. So we've got a power light on the TV, and hopefully now if we do power the TV up, it should come on, which it has done now. So now the TV is powering up. So it's sitting at 37 to 38 watts at 90% charge, and it's saying now we've got 5.7 hours usage out of this battery, and it's just fluctuating between 5.7 and 5.8, just depending on. So you've got a good 5.5 hours battery usage out of it basically at 38 to 37 watts. So it doesn't really draw a lot. As you can see, I've linked it up to my phone now, so you can get YouTube on here. It is a smart TV, this one, so that's why I'm not too worried about getting myself an outdoor aerial, because I don't really watch a lot of normal TV anyway. We just do online stuff, mainly YouTube, but we also do have a bit of Netflix as well we look at as well. So that's why I'm not fussed about having a TV aerial, as I say. So this is just tethered now off of my phone, off my hotspot, so it uses my mobile data. I've got unlimited data, so it doesn't matter anyway. That'll be perfectly fine for running that. But I say we can watch now all our YouTube, all our TV programs on there that we watch on the Netflix series, but we don't actually watch the commercial TV. So there we go. Also, this does have the Bluetti app, which you can download, and I've already got mine downloaded. So you just find it here, and it's the Bluetti, and as you can see, it takes you straight onto the app. So this is the main app. Well, I'm not sure what you can actually see because it's a bit light on the screen. So you've got your main home page here. It tells you your area where you are, your wind speeds and temperatures and all that, and if you've got rain or whatever you've got. So you've got your main stuff down there. You've got your devices. So to add a new device, I've already set this up because it was so simple. You click add device, and then literally you turn your main unit on and it searches for it straight away. So, and then you click your device, what you've got. Obviously this is just found my camera as well. It's an Osmo Action camera. So then you click in my devices, and then you'll find your device there, and it tells you everything that the machine's doing. So you click on it. So you can see we've got 90% battery. We're using 38 watts AC, nothing drawing for the DC, nothing off grid or nothing from solar. So you can also operate this machine from the app. As you can see, I can turn the AC on, turn the DC on or off, and again with the AC on and off, So I could turn the telly off just from the app here. So if I was in bed and I couldn't reach the control or nothing, I've got my phone in my hand, you just turn that off like that, turn the AC output off, and that should turn the telly off in the background, just like that as well. So obviously you can turn it back on, turn on the AC output. So that's put your TV back to live again, and then you just get your button and you can switch your TV on just like that. So as you can see, it's all done from the app. There is 6 ways of charging this up. You can either do it 12 volt, you could do it solar, you could do it 240 volt, you can do it solar and 240, you could do it, as I say, if you get the check out the Bluetti website, and it tells you everything you need to know about this little power pack. I say it's a fantastic addition to the van it's going to be, and I'm really looking forward to using it when we're out and about, because it's not just for the van, it can be for anywhere, because it is so light and compact. I say it's no bigger than your standard car battery on your car. Yeah, so this does have a fast charge option as well, where I say from 0 to 80% it will get charged in about 40 to 45 minutes as well. So there's a lot of stuff on this machine that I still haven't shown you. I'm not very all technical side of stuff like that. I'm someone that just likes to get the stuff out of the box and play. I don't even read the instructions when I get stuff. I literally just get the stuff out and I'll work it out for myself really. So I say there's an eco mode on this. There is a turbo charge mode as well in the app. I'll just quickly see if I can show you that. So you click your little cog up the top, and as you can see, you've got charging mode. I'm just on standard at the minute. You have got a turbo mode and a silent mode, where silent mode is where it charges it, but there is a fan in it, obviously to keep it cool, but it charges it at that lower rate that it doesn't actually need the fan, so it doesn't get warm or nothing. So that will take, if you do have silent mode, you've got to be prepared to take a lot longer charge on that as well. So I mean, turbo mode, it's done in, well, it tells you in the name turbo, so it's done very, very quick. Standard mode, again, it's not very long at all, and I've just got it in standard mode because I have read online as well, if you do always use it in turbo mode, it can actually lower the life of your battery as well. So if you need it in turbo mode, then by all means go for turbo, but I'll just leave it in standard because I always give myself plenty of time to charge it anyway. So that's that. I say you've got a few other things there. Mine's on eco mode. You can change the shutdown. Mine's on 4 hourly. That's just standard as it comes. And you can also turn your LED flashlight on from the app as well. Look, so you can either have it on medium, high, or you can turn the SOS on. So another little function there. And just remember now and again, just to check your firmware upgrade. Obviously mine's up to date. It's just come out new out of the box. I've checked it. There's nothing there. You've also got your user manual online. Yeah, I mean, this is running the telly in the background now. I've had that playing for the last few minutes, just to show you that actually it is running the telly no problem. That is all tethered off my mobile phone there, so that's all fantastic. We can go away now and we ain't got to just sit in the van all on our own different devices watching different things. So we can sit back in the van and watch a movie at night just before bed, and then that's a nice little bit of family time all together as well. So another little addition to the van. There's going to be a few more things coming in the near future. We've got I'm looking at a new set of alloy wheels. We're looking at, obviously, alloy wheels, you want proper van rated ones. I know people do stick car ones on and change the tyres on it, but if I want to, I'm going to go down the route and I want to do it right. So I will be applying proper alloy wheels for vans, weight rated and all that. So we've got the alloy wheels coming. We want to get some sidebars, steps to climb into the van, and there'll be a new front bumper coming, a new roof spoiler, just a subtle standard Vauxhall one, and then hopefully, once we've got the bumpers and the spoiler, we can actually get a bit of paint around the vehicle, because there's a little bit of paint work that needs doing. Obviously the bumpers are going to want putting in colour, and there was a bit of damage on the back door where this van was previously broken into before I got it. So there's not much to do inside the van really. It's just a few little niggly snaggly jobs. But yeah, main stuff is getting the outside prepped up. And yeah, I think once all them jobs are done, I will maybe put it up for sale. It's more of a summertime thing. You really want to start selling these coming up to summertime. But if it's ready around Christmas time, it will just go up for sale, and until it'll just stay up for sale until it does sell. So I say it is a bit of a seasonal thing to buy these things. Obviously in winter time not many people do buy them, so the prices are a bit cheaper. I'll know once it's finished, I'll know what I want, and it'll be going up for that price whether it's winter or summer, and it will just stay for sale until it sells. So I mean, I'm in no rush to sell it. We do have fun with this van. We do go places and do everything that we need to do, and it's really handy to have a van. But I do want to go to the next step, and I do want to build a bigger van where we can actually have a bit of headroom, and it's a bit bigger for the four of us as well. So although we do manage in this one, it is a bit of a squeeze. But I'm waffling on again. This video was meant to be showing you about me new battery pack that I've got here and a new little TV mount. So yeah, I'm really happy with the Bluetti. So if there is a question, drop it down below in the comments. I'll do my best to answer it. Otherwise, check out the Bluetti website, and I say there will be a link down below for this unit. And at the moment they're 299 quid, which is a very decent price for something like this. And I say at this moment in time, this has been recommended best on the market. So, and grab yourself one while you can, and get that extra 50 quid off while you can now. So head over to Bluetti, get yourself one of these, and I'm going to leave it here for this little video. If there's anything else you want to know, just drop me a comment down below, and I'm going to update you in a couple of weeks how I've got on with this once we've used it for our Scotland trip, and hopefully I'm going to bring you some good news. I can't see why not, because it's doing everything it should. Let's have a quick look. See, we're still running at 5.7 hours on here, and it's been going for, it's only been running for about half an hour in the time. It's just sitting comfortably at 36 watt it's drawing now, just running YouTube, 36 watts output. So yeah, that's going to do us for a movie night anyway. And then once we're on the road again, I'll just charge it up straight off the van 12 volt socket as well. So yeah, I'm going to leave it here. And until next time, and also if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Check out the YouTube channel where we've got the full build on the van, and all other stuff on there, cars and bike playlists as well. So until next time, we'll see you about.